take up the next problem. In this problem, it's a very classic problem to understand the relationship between speed and time. In the previous problem, we have discussed the relationship between distance and speed when time was constant. Now, in this question, I'm going to make you understand what is the relationship between speed and time. The problem is in this way. If Irfan walks at 2 by 3rd of his usual speed, he reaches his office 20 minutes late. What is the usual time he takes to reach his office? Alright. Now the problem very clearly the fraction says Irfan walks at 2 by 3rd of his usual speed. What do you mean by walking at 2 by 3rd of his usual speed? Less than the usual speed, because the fraction is fraction 2 by 3 is less than 1, right? Now when he's going with less than his usual speed, then what happens? Obviously he reaches his office some time, means he takes a little more time. He reached office 20 minutes later, means he has taken 20 minutes more than the usual time. All right, now what is the usual time he takes to reach his office? To go for this one, so just now we have discussed this is 2 by 3rd of his usual speed. Obviously this speed is less than his usual speed. So to make you understand, I'll give you the concept here. When a person is going with 2 by 3rd of his usual speed, always remember, when he goes at 2 by 3rd of usual speed, he must take 3 by 2 of his usual time, because speed and time are inversely proportional to each other. All right, 2 by 3rd of his usual speed, when he goes in this way, he must take 3 by 2 of his usual time. Now very clearly I can find out this one. Now in this case, in this question, so 3 by 2 of his usual time, the fraction is more than 1. Observe that one. 3 by 2 of his usual time, I'm taking it as 3. 3 by 2 of his usual time must be equal to, in this question, usual time plus 20 minutes, right? Because 3 by 2 of his usual time, more than usual time, should be usual time plus 20 minutes there. Now this is usual time. All right, now this is 3 by 2 of usual time. Very clearly solve this equation. You will get a 3 by 2 of usual time minus usual time is equal to 20. Solve this one, you will get a t is equal to 20 into 2, 40 here, right? So generally he takes 40 minutes. But in this case, what happened now? Since he's going with the 2 by 3rd of his usual speed, obviously he will take 3 by 2 of his usual time, because speed and time are inversely proportional to each other. Then after that, as it is, you can solve the question and you will get 40 minutes as the right answer here. All right. So now let's move on to other problem there.